Oh my, that sun though. Okay. Okay, so basically, I hopped back on because um, I wanted to go ahead and make a quick little video because I had thought about two things. Um, the first thing I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about it in one video and then I'm going to do it in another video. But the first thing I would like to talk about is physical abuse and pretty much my story of what I went through. A few days ago was um, National Women's Day, and I wanted to basically just, give a moment to just wish the survivors of physical abuse well because God didn't have to let us make it. God could have just said it was over and it wasn't over. So we have a lot to live for. But what I want to say is that I am a survivor of physical abuse that I had went through for about 5.5 years. And the person that, I cared about put his hands on me, beat me. This is not a lie. This is not fabrication. This is the God's honest truth. This man would kick me, stomp me. Family members would have to pull him up off of me. Friends know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention his name because I would never do that. But it really scarred me to the point that I couldn't love anybody else. I couldn't truly, the only people that kept me afloat were my children. And it literally um, changed my life. And now I'm very careful with who I see, who I date, who I talk to, um, how I carry myself. Um, my walk is different, and it's hard to talk about it because he would do things to me that my mother had done to her. He cheated on me, he lied to me, and for a while I didn't give a damn about men or women. I just was like, you know what, fuck y'all. But what I had to do was realize that everybody is not going to hurt you. Nobody's perfect, but everybody's not going to put their hands on you. And there are plenty of fish in the sea, and there are people that do love you and do care. All you have to do is open up your mind and open up your heart and allow someone in. Of course, once you get to know who they are and once you get to know them, because my problem was I was going through so much at one point till I felt like I needed somebody and I felt like he would have been the right pick. Not long after that, he put his hands on me, he stomped me, he would slap me, he would sock me in front of people, he would disrespect me and say things to me that was just too much. But what saved my life is my son. My son was 2 years old, 2.5, almost 3. And he came up to me, he came to my arms after watching his dad put his hands on me. And he said, Mommy, everything's going to be okay. And he hugged me. Right then is when I decided that I was going to fight back. Somebody was going to wind up dead and it wasn't going to be me because I have to survive for my son. How can I take care of my child if I'm dead? So I said, the next time this motherfucker put his hands on me, it was gonna be on. It was on. Everybody knows this story. I broke my motherfucking laptop on this bastard's head. And I had to. I didn't give a fuck at that point. You're not gonna put your hands on me. If you mad at me or you feel like I did something that wasn't right, then you talk to me. You don't put your motherfucking hands on me. I don't care. Now I don't play. Now, ever since that moment to this one, I did not play. He and I are actually on speaking terms. He doesn't want to come to terms that he put his hands on me because he feels like I did something too. No, nigga, I didn't stomp you out. I didn't slap you. I didn't hurt you. I didn't do none of those things to you. If to the men that are abuser, if you're watching this, if you're with somebody that's pushing you to that limit, then you need to exit stage left. Women, and I'm not just blaming women or anything, but women, if you are with somebody that's volatile, crazy, deranged, and all that shit, what you need to do is get yourself up soon as you feel like that's what type of man he is and do it moving. Because if I would have did it moving a long time ago, I wouldn't even have this story. But I think that this is a testimony for somebody that could be possibly going through the shit I'm going through. So what I am simply saying to you ladies is if you got to argue with a man, if you got to push on him, you don't need to be fucking with him. I don't give a fuck how good the dick is. I don't care how much money he got. If you feel like you have to put your hands on him or you have to argue with him or you have to go through shit with that man, you get your ass up and you leave too. Don't sit there and go back and forth with a volatile motherfucker because it's not going to end well. You're going to be in my position telling old ass war stories about how a motherfucker put his hands on you. And I do absolutely blame me. I take responsibility 100% because I could have left. The first time he put his hands on me, I could have left, but he said he never gonna do it again, like they all say. The same story. Man, it's the same bullshit. He was never gonna do it again, and he didn't do it for a minute. But then he ended up putting his hands on me again. Then he did it in front of family. Then he would put his hands on me and try to do the baby boy shit by eating my pussy and fucking me and trying to mind fuck me to stay. That worked for so long, but when my son told me, Mommy, it's going to be okay, and he hugged me tight, he saved my life. I'm telling you, because that's when I woke the fuck up, and I have not been back since. My son is now almost 13 years old, a well-rounded young man. He love he mama, but he ain't no punk ass nigga. You know how there's punk ass niggas in the world that love their mama and will shoot you and will do the fool. No, my son just want to play basketball. That's as of right now, and the things that he is being taught. And I'm not doing this by myself. So I'm blessed I'm very blessed with that. So ladies, I want to tell you that there is life after abuse because as you can see, ta-da, my big wiggy afro ass is standing right the fuck here in your face. Letting you know that there is life after abuse. And once you've gone through that, ladies, don't feel like you cannot get anybody else. Don't feel like you have to put up with some shit just because you might be overweight. You might be too skinny. Your boobs might be little. Your ass may be flat. You might not be the best looking woman in the world, but there is somebody for everybody. And all you have to do is believe and stop looking for men on your own. Let God send you one, because when God sends you one, that's the one that you're supposed to be with. He's going to be everything that you want and more. So ladies, I'm just letting you know, like, never let a man try to mind manipulate you to the point that you feel like you are nothing, because you are somebody. You're someone. Your mom didn't birth you in this world just so you can be a human punching bag for somebody. You're meant to do other things in this world, and you have to fight for that. Never let people see you sweat. Keep your head up. Trust God and keep it pushing. If you wear heels, put on your stilettos and keep it bopping, okay? Well, I just wanted to tell you my quick little story. And I'm here. I'm here for Anybody that needs to talk, anybody that has been through something, whether you are male or female, because there are men that get abused too, and there are men that go through a lot. If you've suffered loss, if you have been through anything, I mean anything, I am here. You need to talk to me, email me at the Taylor J Show at gmail.com. I think it's the Taylor J Show 510 at gmail.com or the Taylor J Show, one of them. Just email me, and you have a friend in me, and you need somebody to just bear it all to in secret. I ain't got to record shit, and I'm not going to record you. I'm not looking for a bunch of views. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I just want to be a help to somebody, and I want to be there for anybody that may need me. Be a blessing. All right, y'all. So it's been real. I just wanted to hop on and just share my story, let you know that you're loved, and never let nobody tell you that you ain't. Peace.